Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a semi-full face of Makeup Revolution. I have the majority of the stuff we're going to be using today is from them, but there are little tidbits here and there that I did not pick up, that I did just totally spaced on, that we will be using other brands, but they will be affordable brands, but is not Makeup Revolution. So we are going to go through some of the stuff today. I'm really excited to use a few of the palettes that I have here. One is the Foil Frenzy palette. I had so many questions on this palette when I posted my eyeshadow declutter. It does look very similar to the Chocolate Gold palette, but it does not have the matte shadows. So we are going to be substituting in Colourpop shadows, pressed single shadows with this palette to create a look. Also, we'll be using this Makeup Revolution one. This is the Vintage Lace palette. It is a highlighter palette and it's freaking stunning. So we'll be using these today amongst other Makeup Revolution products. But I did have to substitute in just a few things. So everything will be linked down in the description bar. And also, if some of this stuff is not available any longer, like I don't think that this is available any longer. This is a Freedom contour kit. It's really small, and I will find something on the Makeup Revolution website to link that is something very similar to this, hopefully in the same price point. If you'd like to see a semi-full face of Makeup Revolution products, just keep on watching. Okay, so I have moisturized my face, but I do want to go in with the Revolution skincare. And this is actually a 5% caffeine solution with hyaluronic acid, and it targets the under eye. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, or we put on the Makeup Revolution foundation. Let me see if I can open this. It does have a little dropper guy. Looks pretty good. I'm not 100% sure how to put this on, but we'll figure it out. I think what I'm going to do, I have this beauty sponge in my hand. I think I'm going to just go like this. And I only put 2 drops and just worked it through my fingertips. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put that right here. Because it is hyaluronic acid, it does draw a bunch of moisture to that area in which you put this. My moisturizer is hyaluronic acid based as well, so it draws in a ton of moisture to my skin. It's wonderful, and they're both affordable products. The e.l.f. Hyaluronic Acid Hello Hydration Cream is fantastic. I am extremely sensitive and I don't break out using it. So if you guys are sensitive, or if you don't have something that's that's nice and moisturizing cream-wise, try that one because it's really wonderful and it's like 12 bucks. So I went ahead and put this guy on. So far so good. He is looking awesome. I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This stuff is crazy full. That's why I'm gonna be using a beauty sponge today instead of a brush, because I find that I actually get a better finish with the sponge, which I will never ever say because I don't usually use sponges other than concealer underneath the eyes, but Wet n Wild has totally changed my mind when it comes to beauty sponges. My favorite one by far has to be the Wet n Wild one. It's soft, it's great for getting underneath the eye, it's everything. So we'll be using that today. And this is F7, and they have the huge doe foot applicator. And it's super full coverage, so I'm trying to be as sparing as possible. Usually I would color correct, but you know, honestly, I have not done that with this foundation and it's looked great, and you don't really see a whole lot of redness underneath, so I think I'm okay there. I'm gonna go ahead and just put one here, one little line here, here, just right here, down from my eyes, because I'm going to use this kind of as a concealer, and this is the F3.5 Conceal and Define foundation. I know that they do have a Conceal and Define actual concealer that goes with this, but I don't have it here today, so I'm just going to use this foundation because it is much lighter as my concealer. So what I'm going to do, ooh, girl, too much. Yeah, so I'm just going to do a little there, little dab there, and just a little bit right there. So we'll see how this turns out because I think I might have gone too much. Like, this is too much, it's crazy. So I'm gonna take the butt of the sponge and just start tapping out everything. I went ham the first time I did this. Let me tell you, it was like, it was a complete and utter disaster because I used a brush on one side and a sponge on the other, and the sponge side was just fine. The brush side was good, but it was like crazy full coverage. So yes, we are going in with Foil Frenzy. I should have probably done my eyes first, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it to it. So we're gonna go in with this e.l.f. powder, and this is, ooh, hi. This is Fair to Light. I'm just gonna dust this all over, and this is just gonna set everything down. What I'm gonna do is use this Freedom contour kit. I don't even know if they make this on the Revolution website anymore. It was back when they had Freedom and I Love Makeup and Makeup Revolution all on the same website. I think that they've kind of condensed that now. But I'm gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna take this yellowy color and just set a little bit underneath the eyes. Okay, so I went ahead and just put a little bit on the eyes, underneath the eyes, just to set everything. This is a intense metallic cream to powder shadows, and they look like that. So I am not going to go in straight away with this. What I'm going to do is actually put in a crease color first, and I'm going to take this little Freedom thing that we just did underneath the eyes, but I'm going to take that contour color and put it in the crease. And the reason why is because I find that contour colors are really good for transition tones. So I'm gonna go in, let's see, where's my fluffy brush? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a domed fluffy brush. It doesn't matter what the brand is, as long as it is kind of domed and, you know, tapered. So I'm gonna go in and see if this gives me any color payoff. Oh, there we go. Actually, I really like this color. A little lighter than what I would use as a contour, but we're using it today, so. I'm gonna put this aside until we need it for the face. All right, so I have a few of these single shadows. I'm actually going in with Chic Happens, and I'm going in with my fluffy brush once again. This is more of a purple mauve-y tone, and I'm just gonna put that in here. Really just focusing a lot of the pigment on the outer edge and then pulling through the rest into, like, my sockets up here. My lid crease is like right there. So I'm bringing it up to the socket and then taking it down into the lid crease. I know that sounds really, really weird the way I just said that, but I just don't want this to be too high. So I'm not bringing it up to like the brow bone area. So now what I'm gonna go do is go into Razy. Well, I wanna use a smaller brush. So I wanna use a smaller brush. This is an M433. And I'm literally just going in, taking just a little bit and tapping off any excess because this stuff is crazy pigmented. And I'm just gonna work that on the outer corner. So now I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and just blend out some of this harshness. And I'm going to put a little bit of that Chic Happens on there, that mauve tone we started with, just to blend that out a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now that we've got that all settled, I'm going into the Foil Frenzy palette. Super excited about this actually. So I'm gonna go in with this with my 242 brush from MAC, and let's see here, what are we wanting to do? We're gonna go bold today. I've been feeling the bold colors lately, you guys. I don't know what is going on here, but yeah, everybody seems to be liking it too. I think what I'm gonna do is go in with this color right here and just a hint of this. So since we've got this palette in front of me, might as well, right? And the 242 brush is always the best brush to do this with. Oh my god. Yes. Alright. And these are crazy foiled. Like, you can put this on with your finger. I just hate using my fingers to do detail work. That's me personally. If you feel comfortable using your fingers, it probably would work better than what I'm doing. And this is dry. Like, this is a dry brush. This is not soaked in, you know, Fix Plus or any kind of setting spray or anything. Oh, girl. All right. Whew, my eyes are blue today. Jeez. Everybody loved that green look I did with the Profusion palettes. And honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on those again and do another video. But I don't know if they have foundations or anything in their collection yet, in their line. I don't think they do. I would love to do a full face of Profusion and then use the purples from that palette, from the Wonderlust palette. I freaking love it. This is actually doing it for me right now. All right, I need to go in with the brush we used with the darker color. Kind of make this a little bit more gradient, kind of like that. And I don't have any additional product on this brush, just saying, but I am gonna go in and take that darker color, because whatever's left on the brush will blend. Ooh, girl, okay. It's got a little out of control. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of this color, which is the Chic Happens, on the same brush, and just blend out any lines. So I'm gonna go back in because I feel like we lost some of the stuff on the lid. And honestly, hardly any fallout, which I am super impressed. I thought I was gonna be Fallout City. I was waiting for the Fallout train and it didn't come. What I'm gonna do is go in with the Razy color, and I'm gonna go underneath my eyes and kind of smoke that out just a little bit. I don't want it too crazy. This is the E24, and I'm just gonna pick up a little of that. Ooh, yeah. And I'm about 2/3 of the way in, and I'm gonna go in and buff that lower lash line out just a little bit with the Chic Happens, again with a clean, more fluffy brush. Okay, this one is the Profusion brush that we got with the Profusion palettes. So I'm gonna go underneath because this is nice and soft, and just blow this out just a little bit with this purpley tone. I'm gonna put on some mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so I put on lashes, mascara, bottom mascara, and used a little bit of black liner in the tight line and on the waterline, and so far I'm freaking loving this look. So what I'm gonna do now, since we're still on the eyes, I'm gonna go in with this white shade in the palette, and these actually don't have names at all on the back. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's no names, it's just numbers. So I'm gonna go in with Shadow 1 of this, and I'm gonna go in, let's see here, I need a detail brush. Okay, so I've got an E19, and I'm gonna take that white color and put that right in the inner corner. And again, I do have an extra flap of skin right there. I'm not blessed with not having that, unfortunately. And blend this, there we go. Get some pigment. And a little bit underneath the eye here, right in that little corner. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the face, so I'm gonna scooch you all back. We're gonna go ahead and contour first with my little palette, and I'm using a Wet n Wild brush. I forgot how much I love this color on my skin. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much. I keep forgetting how much I love this little palette. Because he goes traveling with me, but like, I don't use him on the daily because he's so perfect for travel. So I really only use him when I'm going somewhere that I need a pocket contour just in case. But yeah, I'm digging this color right now. This double chin is real. Okay. So that is done. I'm going in with, I've got a blush from Makeup Revolution. that I think I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm going to put that down first. And this is a nude matte blush. It's really pretty. I'm going to use the same brush. Yeah, I'm going to use the same brush, the contour brush, just because it's easy. Okay. Now, this is going to be fun. I'm using liquid highlighter pixie dust in a very, very, very small amount from Makeup Revolution, because this stuff is like crazy. And you know what? I think I might just, yeah, do a little dab on the finger. Woo! Just put a little bit. It's really pretty and it taps out nicely, but it has a lot of glitter. We're going to go into the Revolution Vintage Lace Intense Metallic Cream to Powder Highlighters. I swear to God, it couldn't have more names to save its life, but I'm going to use this color here today on a good brush. Sorry, I'm going to use an M501. And just sit that on top. Woo, girl. Yes. Okay, so I still haven't done my brows either, but I wanted to put this on because I tend to go ham and then realize later on that I have a ton of highlighter in my brows, so I like to do those last. Not bad. All right, I'm gonna go in with this second shade. Since we have this, I'm gonna go in here and do just a little bit on the nose. This is really glittery. I wish they were a little bit more finely milled, but okay. So we kind of went ham on the Cupid's bow, but you lose it when you put on lip liner and lipstick, so not bad. I'm gonna do my brows really quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through my brows. I am using a retractable brow pencil in taupe from Wet n Wild because I don't have anything from Makeup Revolution. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with the LA Girl lip liner, and then we are using a Makeup Revolution lipstick and lip gloss. This one is actually in Bare. I like this lip liner just because it is super neutral. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Makeup Revolution Life on the Dance Floor. It's in Stiletto. Looks like that. It's a very nude color and it doesn't really go with the look all that much, but what I'm going to do is put the Wow Gloss in Too Cool for School over top and hopefully lighten it up a little. Yeah, that gloss is awesome. That lined it up just a little bit. What I'm going to go ahead and do is finish my hair and I will be back with the finished look. Okay, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I'm extremely happy with it. I love the eyeshadow palette. I think it's wonderful. It's a great dupe for the chocolate bar, the gold chocolate bar palette. You do have to bring in some matte shadows, but I think that that gives you a little bit more freedom to pick what color you want to use instead of just using regular tan colors or a white color or something like that. It kind of gives you just a little bit more freedom, and it is something that will complement another palette, maybe a matte's palette or something like that, really, really well. I am digging the foundation always. I think that it gives a beautiful finish. The under eye serum, oh my god, I'm actually really, really impressed. I totally did not think that it was going to be as hydrating as it was, and I feel like I don't have as many lines underneath my eyes as well by using that before my makeup. So that is really cool. I love the contour powder and palette. I forgot how much I loved it. I think it's fantastic. The only thing I didn't like so much, unfortunately, was the liquid highlighter in Pixie Dust. I think it is a really pretty color. It does streak, so you will have to work quickly with it, but it does have a ton of chunky glitter. And I think because I used this over it, I didn't like this so much, so I do want to use this without having anything underneath it, and I think I'll like this palette a lot more. So I'm going to give this another shot just because I did layer on something that did have some chunky glitter in it, so there's that. The lipstick itself, I love the color, but I don't think I would wear it on a daily with maybe an eye look like this. I'd probably do more of a pinky nude. I do love the gloss though. It's not sticky. It truly, truly does give a very nice, very light finish. It's not severely opaque, so it is easy to work with. And I don't feel sticky at all. I don't even really know that I have it on, and it layers really nicely over lipstick, so that's pretty much all I'm asking for. So if you guys like this video, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see another dedicated video to another brand, again, please let me know in the comments below. This was a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.